I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. Courage, we live in the Wizard of Oz. Keep the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. And the turbulence.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, it's our main event between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. We're just 2 steps away from the Super Bowl, and we're underway in this NFC divisional matchup. Devin Duvernay to return it. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going run again with McCaffrey. Finds a seam. Left side is off to the races. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early. But tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor. But you go out and score, touchdown on the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Tua off the play fake. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And it sets up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. He gets it to Fant. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And goes to the hurry up here.
15 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Connects on the crosser. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First carry of the game for the rookie out of Alabama. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Offense in the hurry up here. He gets it again. And he does not get in. They stop him at the 1. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, wow, Brock, they're giving him a 4th and final chance. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Nix from the gun. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Nix with it on 1st. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. Still fighting forward. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the first. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Pistol give here to Dobbins. He loses the football. And the offense gets it back. They're going to be set up at the 2. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles trim the lead to 1. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Draw play. This is McCaffrey. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
McCaffrey on third down. And this one stopped fairly close to that first down. Good challenge, but they face fourth down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
13 yards on the play. And an Eagles first down.
First down. Here's Tua. Finds his back complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Number 36. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Hand off on second and short. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
On the carry.
Working quickly here.
Metellus on the tackle. Taken down back at the 42.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. That one's good to McConkey. And he's taken down at the 30. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. We're all knotted up at 14. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. McConkey's got it again. He gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Led McConkey with a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Brown adds the PAT. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Brown on to send it away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Knicks now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Sainristil makes the play. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
They're right here.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
44. Ready.
Running left, it's Dobbins. Thought there'd be more room up the middle, but there wasn't. It closed quickly. He stopped after a 3-yard gain. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation. Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Now Brown on to send it away. Fields this one at the 3. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. He'll put everything he's got behind it. It connects on the deep shot. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons face a 4-point deficit. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? What? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
At the 35-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches.
Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Tua off the play fake. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Hey, long.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this. Tagovailoa throwing on 4th. He gets it to Fant. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Connects with Fant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pass is caught at the 9. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Now Brown on to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. It's Nix out of the pistol. Finds a man right side. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set to go now from the 35. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jack Jones making that tackle. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Nix. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. It's caught by Wilson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Falcon first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Nix from the gun. This connects with Schultz. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Now they send them back in motion right. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And he spiked it just in time. So now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. Here's the final play of our first half. Slot man motioned over. The final throw before the break. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons cut into the lead on the last play of the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights, and the Falcons cut it to a field goal game. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who, as our second half gets underway. Who's going to field this at the 2? And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Ready. 18.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Solo left, Zion. Solo left.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle.
Oh, and it's a fake. Punter with the football. This is caught. And the fake works to perfection. He's got the first down.
Everybody needs a good emergency quarterback, and I think this team just found their man. Seems like a call they had confidence in, no question about it. And what a perfect moment to call it.
Dumped off to his running back. Jukes away from one. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They pitch it out to him here. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. T. Higgins the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Now Brown on to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Second down. Here's Nix again. Deep shot off his back foot. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Making the call himself. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room. Just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. Motioning the tight end now. Going for it on fourth. Nix. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The give here on second. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. That is Cox. This is Fant working downfield. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Eagles make it a 16-point ball game. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Brown now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Now Brown on to send it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
2nd and 10, throwing to 28. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They gain 11 on that play, and that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to it. And have him gain about a handful there. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Nix looking to throw. He dropped this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Chased out to his right. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they get this down to the 28. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Nix. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Ready? Ready?
Once more, it's Nix. Completed to his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ready? Get it!
From the red zone on 1st. Throw is caught. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Tua off the play fake. He finds Fant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
All right, go ahead, go, go, go. Ready.
On second down, here's Dobbins. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Ready, team.
Running it again with Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Right here.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. Open space inside the 40. Past the 20. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Brown able to tack on the point after. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Now Brown on to send it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 21.
Knicks from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he is stopped with authority there. But that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They send a man in motion. Knicks with it on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Again on 2nd and 10, Knicks. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Captain.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Hold on a sec. Ready?
Putting a receiver in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got his man, Shakir has it. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down.
And he's going to make it in for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
Just knowing the competitor that this fella is, he kind of knew once he caught that 2nd touchdown, he was going to try all he could and get the equalizer on the ground. 2 through the air, 2 on the ground. Just a monster kind of game.
Gano's point after is good. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10.
52. Falcons 42.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Pistol give here to Dobbins. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. This is cut downfield by Rice. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st down, they'll run. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
They're right here.
A give right side to Dobbins. And all it can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Third down, they need 7.
Get set. Winning team. Wait. Done.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner, and that's going to seal this win.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Winning team.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and he's bounced outside and adds him 7. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. All right, so their spot in the conference championship game is booked. And now Brock.
Yeah, huh?